Oh, hi guys, Hidden Hermit here. How you doing? This morning it is Thursday the 27th of June. It is 6:30 a.m. It's nice and early here in sunny Scotland, and Scotland is sunny at the moment. It's beautiful and amazing. The sun is currently at 5 degrees Cancer. The moon is currently 25 degrees Aries. Astrologically, I mean, everybody knows about the whole Capricorn, Pluto, opposite Mercury and Mars, and everybody knows about that. Mercury's just entered Leo, which is nice, I suppose. And I thought I'd do a random reading. Why? Because I feel like it. I hope you're alright with that. So let's have a wee look. First of all, let's find out who this reading is for. Sparkly or green? Sparkly or green? Sparkly, absolutely. Okay, so is your sun sign Scorpio? Hey Scorpio, how you doing? And your moon sign Aquarius. Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon. So is this reading for you? Let me just rearrange myself. Today I'm going to be using Jillian, my Naked Heart Tarot, because she's lovely. She's absolutely lovely. So here we go. So Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon, one Naked Heart Tarot. She has indeed been cleansed and cleaned off camera, and I have shuffled her. This is just for your benefit, so you know that I'm not scripting this, because I'm not. For divination purposes, I pulled the Three of Pentacles, just to let me know if this random reading was going to be worth anything. Three of Pentacles, nice positive card, good work, recognition, etc, etc. So let's just go for it, shall we? So, alright Scorpios, this reading for you. This is what is potentially going through your heart and mind at the moment. I'm using my normal random 5-card reading. Here is a situation that you are currently facing, or will be facing pretty soon. Down here are energies leading up to this situation. Don't know what's going on with my camera aspect. I don't think my cards have grown, but it's fine. These are energies surrounding the situation, whether you're facing it at the moment or will be soon. Here is a possible future outcome if you change nothing, or indeed it could just be the energies surrounding the future. So let's go for it. Alright Scorpio, how you feeling Scorpio today? I don't know, you tell me. So what's going through your heart and mind at the moment? Boom, oh there you are, there she is, Three of Pentacles. Now you saw me shuffle them. This is the card that I just drew just to see if this divination would work out, and here it is again. So woo, spooky. This is a cracking Three of Pentacles as well. I love ants. I think they're amazing creatures. So you have these 3 ants carrying their pentacles, doing a very, very good job, working as a team as well. So yeah, I don't know, Scorpio, are you feeling at the moment that you're being recognised? Scorpio, you know, that Scorpion energy is quite reserved and private. Depending on your other planets, you may not be particularly comfortable with, you know, expounding your virtues, but at the moment, perhaps you are, which is good. You know, you speak up for yourself. So, are you doing a good job at the moment? Are you feel like you're doing a good job? And do you feel appreciated? How's that attitude being applied to this current situation? What have we got? We got the King of Swords, or the Father of Swords. The Naked Heart Tarot uses the court card system, the same as the Waite-Smith, but instead you have child, youth, mother and father. You got this Black Panther looking very proud here. So I don't know, this situation could very well be relating to a masculine energy. Are you going to be coming into contact with a masculine energy, or are you indeed going to be embracing a masculine energy at some point? Are you going to have to take on that mantle of you know, sort of authority? Now the King of Swords isn't particularly prideful, but he does like his place in the world. I don't know, I mean, contextually we're going to find out what the other cards say. Interestingly, the King of Swords, he covers the first 2 decans of Aquarius, so this could very much relate to the moon influence in your temperament, if you like, and indeed the last decan of Capricorn. And Three of Pentacles tells us that it's Mars in Capricorn, so we're getting some interesting correspondences at the moment. You may want to look to the sky, to Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn at the moment. But I kind of realise I'm waffling a bit. So how is this Father of Swords energy going to manifest in the situation? These are the energies leading up to it. So what have we got here? So we're going for a very Pentacle-y vibe over on the left-hand side here. The Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. So it's this idea of work that you've been I mean, this is a card in the past. We're moving away from this, and the Seven of Pentacles does indeed tell us about you know, being patient with the work, that there is an idea of growth and accomplishment there. That there's also that idea of not sort of harvesting too quickly. You have this fallen pentacle at the bottom here among the roots. Well, the Naked Heart's slightly different vibe with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is one of those cards that has conflicting interpretations across different systems. I think that's fair. But in this case, it's a very positive image. You've got this proud tree. You can see its roots here. Now, I like to think that this pentacle down here is just given us an idea that the work we do and the things we want to accomplish do start at roots. And there's one down here, and there's 6 up in the branches up here. I think it does vibe very well with this. So perhaps you've been doing some work recently, Scorpio, and you're now feeling like, instinctively, I kind of get the impression that this 3 here is telling me that you're actually looking for a bit of recognition for this work that you've done. Is this why you're having to embrace this, you know, authoritative masculine energy? Are you going to need to be asking for the praise and the recognition, perhaps? I don't know. Let's see what this card says. This is the energies surrounding this situation. These 2 cards have a good natter, if you like. It's the Wheel of Fortune. This is a cracking Wheel of Fortune card. It does indeed, I think it's a healthy representation of not just the Waite Smith image, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. I mean, it's that wheel there, very prominent. Okay, so, and the Wheel of Fortune, it rocks up in a read, and it's like, well, you know, anything could happen. I'm getting a very positive vibe from this, actually, to be perfectly honest. Are you now your Scorpio, and indeed your Aquarian energy, your sun and your moon, that kind of mix? There is going to be a kind of reservedness about your temperament, I would have thought. So perhaps embracing this energy is a little bit unusual for you. Put you out of your comfort zone a little bit. And the Wheel of Fortune is kind of telling me that actually maybe you should just roll the die. Maybe you should just be forthright and ask for the recognition that you need. We've also got a lot of pentacles here. You know, the pentacles, 2 of Pentacles is your physical environment, things that are actually real. I also think that the Wheel of Fortune, elementally, the earth element is probably the one element that's less represented. But for example, I mean, you think about the planet Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune, and I think Jupiter can quite easily take on fire, water and air elements, less so earthy. But that's just my own personal opinion. So perhaps this lack of earth in the Wheel of Fortune is represented here. I think the Wheel of Fortune here is asking you to just throw caution to the wind and just ask for what you want, to be honest. That's just what I feel. Possible outcome, if you change nothing. Future energies surrounding this situation is the Chariot. Nice powerful cards to finish off the reading right here. And of course the Chariot is indeed Cancer. And we have just embarked on Cancer season. So I don't know, contextually I'm not certain how this reading will play out to you, Scorpio, but let's give you a little bit of a recap. This past card is telling us that there has been work done, there has been effort and accomplishment, and you've been quite wise in allowing that to develop, I feel. You're at a place now where you would like the recognition. You've done a good job. Whatever contextually this job is, I do think that you know, the acquisition of wealth, perhaps making your environment a better place is a part of that. I think you're being asked to embrace this energy here. I don't think this is going to be an energy you're going to be facing. I think you're being asked to just embody that sort of high level of the air element, quite authoritative. Ask for what you want, I think. You know, not in a mean, cruel way either. He looks very... You don't want to mess with that panther, really, do you? Poking out of the bushes there. I think that's what it's asking you. And do you know what? The Wheel of Fortune is here to suggest that, to be honest, it could go either way. You could get what you want. It could fall flat in your face. But, you know, you should not... That shouldn't in any way stop you from taking that chance, if that makes sense. The Chariot here suggests that there will be movement. There will be an element to this situation that will allow you to move from it. That the Chariot is indeed... you know, it's got that hard exterior and that emotional centre that's been protected by its armour. But I think in this case, I mean, the Naked Heart image is very evocative. You do have the idea of, again, authority, of power, not in a poor sense, not in any way at all, but authority. And there is definitely movement in this Chariot. A lot of chariots and a lot of decks are quite stationary, but this one, no. So... and you know, it's quite a bleak, the Wheel of Fortune here, isn't it? It's just sitting here in the middle of the spread going, well, you know, it could go either way. I think it's very positive. I think that, you know, if you ask for what you want, the wheel will spin and boom, you'll come flying out the other side, I think. Interesting. So, Scorpio, with your Aquarius moon, and indeed, you know, there is that Aquarian energy here, bit of an earthy vibe to your reading, and Cancer at the end. So, you know, if I was to pop on the fortune-telling hat, I would suggest that, you know, that it's going to be sooner rather than later. We've had the patience. The patience, that waiting period is over, and now it's time for a little bit of action, I think. Action and movement. I'm getting a very positive vibe from this reading. Throw caution to the wind in a I hate sprouting out platitudes, but I do it all the time. But Scorpio, yeah, just ask for what you actually want, this recognition, and you will experience movement. This was fun. Thanks.